this simple looking endgame is actually mind-blowingly complex, as chess usually is. So here, it's equal material and the game seems to be heading to a draw. Both sides, though, have a passed pawn, and for white to win, we must try to promote the pawn as soon as we can. So white plays a6, and black does the same. Both sides push their pawn as much as they can until they're blocked by their bishop. White seems to be winning the race because we're closer. However, black has a resource to catch up. This bishop can check the white king on g6 or a4, and white is unable to stop both. So let's say if we played bishop d5, black will just check white on g6, king moves, and black is just in time to promote to a queen right after we promote. And this is a simple draw. So how can white win the game? Because black seems to be just in time to force a draw here. The winning move is absolutely stunning. It is to sacrifice the bishop. What a move. The point is that white wants to get that one tempo by checkmating black on g2. Black doesn't have time to take because queen would check, and if black plays something like bishop g6, king e7, c2, as mentioned earlier, black doesn't have time to make a queen and stop this queen g2 checkmate. But wait, black has a much more resilient defense, which is what makes this puzzle amazing. Instead of bishop g6 check, black plays bishop a4 check. What would you play here? You probably thought it was move the king anywhere, e7. But this is actually a mistake. Black uncorks the brilliant bishop c6, sacrificing the bishop back. Why? Well, after we take the bishop, now black plays c2, a8 queen, c1, and we see the idea. The bishop blocks the queen from checkmating on g2. And we had no choice but to take the bishop because otherwise they will take our queen. But wait, how can white overcome this defense? It's the counterintuitive king f7. How can this king move make such a big difference? Let's find out. Bishop c6, bishop takes c6, both sides, queen, and because the king's on f7, it's a little bit closer to black's king, and this is going to make the difference between a win and a draw. White has a mating attack. Queen a2 check, getting the queen over to the king's side in one fell swoop. King g3, queen g7. The king is being mated by the queen and the bishop. They can go to h4 or f4. If they go to h4, now white plays queen f2 check, trying to trick black into going to a light square, and bishop d7 is a mate. Instead of black plays king h5, now bishop f3 check, the queen and the bishop are making a mating net. Check, 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 checkmate. An amazing mating pattern. But what about king to f4? Once again, we'll see why the king on f7 matters. White plays queen f3 check, king g5, queen g3 check. King h6, queen g6 is mate. And if king f5, still queen g6 check. If black plays king f4, queen h6 wins the queen. And finally, if black plays king e5, can you see the final beautiful move? It's queen f6. And this move is checkmate.